Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through some of the problems on the 15.3 Part 1 Dividing Polynomials Long Division worksheet. Okay, so first one here, divide using long division. So we're going to take the k plus 1 on the outside. Let's do that here. K plus 1 goes on the outside, and then our root here, root, but the division sign here, we've got k cubed minus 2k squared minus 6k and minus 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to take whatever the first term is in each one of these, like the first term, and divide it by the first term in this over here. So we're going to take k cubed divided by k to the first. Okay, k cubed over k to the first ends up giving us k to the second, right? Because 3 minus 1 is 2. So this k to the second is going up here, and then just like in regular old long division, whatever goes up here, we multiply by whatever is over here. So we go k squared times k is k cubed, and then k squared times 1 is 1k squared, we'll call it. Okay. Now, if you remember from regular old long division, we're going to end up subtracting all of this, right? So we subtract this whole thing. So if we subtract these, negative 2k minus 1k is negative 3k squared. Sorry, these were both k squareds. And then k cubed minus k cubed gives us 0. And if this should here always end up equaling 0. If for some reason it doesn't, then something went wrong over here. Okay? Just like regular old long division, bring the next part down here. So bring this negative 6k down, so minus 6k. And then now we're just going to repeat this process until we get finished all the way down to the 5 here. So we now take the first term here, negative 3k squared, negative 3k squared, and we're going to divide that by k again. Okay, k to the first. So that's really 1k, so negative 3 over 1 is negative 3. K squared over k to the first is k to the first. So we get minus 3k to the first. Okay, so then we take our negative 3k to the first times k, and that is negative 3. Got k to the first times k to the first is k to the second, and then negative 3k times 1 is negative 3k, right? But we're going to subtract this whole thing. So we take negative 6k and we subtract negative 3k, that's adding 3k, so negative 6k plus 3k is negative 3k, and then negative 3k minus negative 3k squared, negative 3k squared minus negative 3k squared is indeed 0, which is what we were hoping for. And then we continue, and this one should be our last one here. Minus 5 comes down here, and then we take this first term, negative 3k, and we divide it by this k to the first here. Right? So these k's basically cancel out, and we just get negative 3. So then we do negative 3 here. And we do negative 3 times k is negative 3k. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. And we're going to subtract this whole thing. Okay, so negative 5 minus negative 3 is negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Negative 3k minus negative 3k is 0. So there's nothing else left to drop down here. So that means that this is our negative 2 is our remainder. So we can put this plus negative 2, or you could have put minus 2, over, and then we're going to put k plus 1. So this is our answer here. We got k squared minus 3k minus 3 minus 2 over k plus 1. That is what this divided by this is going to equal. Okay? Alright, number 3. X plus 9 goes out front here, and under our root, I'm going to move this down a little bit, give us a little bit more space to write our answer. Okay, x to the fourth, 18x cubed plus 74x squared minus 56x plus 72. If there happen to be any missing powers in here, it would be a good idea to write those in as zeros, but there aren't any missing powers on this, so we're good to go for now. So first thing we're going to do, x to the fourth over x to the first is x cubed. So this is going to be x cubed up here. And we go x cubed times x is x to the fourth. X cubed times 9 is plus 9x cubed. We're going to subtract this whole thing. So that's 18x cubed minus 9x cubed is 9x cubed. And x to the fourth minus x to the fourth is 0. Alright, and then we continue on here, and we're going to bring down this 74x squared. Right, and then we do the same thing. We take the first non-zero here, which is 9x cubed, divided by x to the first. And that's 1, so 9 over 1 is 9. X cubed over x to the first is x squared. So this is plus 9x squared. So we take 9x squared times x is 9x to the third. 9x squared times 9 is 81x squared. And remember, we're going to subtract this whole thing. So let's see, 74x squared minus 81x squared is going to give us negative 7x squared. Okay, and then 9x cubed minus 9x cubed gives us 0. Okay, bring our 56x down, negative 56x. And then we do the same thing, negative 7x squared, divide by our x here, x to the first, and that gives us negative 7x, so we get minus 7x. So we take the negative 7x, multiply it by the x to the first over here, and that gives us negative 7x squared. Negative 7x times 9 is negative 63x. And again, we're going to subtract this whole thing. So negative 7x squared minus a negative 7x squared is plus 7x squared. That turns into 0. Negative 56 minus negative 63 is positive 63. So really it's 63 minus 56, which is 7x. Right? And then we bring our 72 down. So then we take our 7x and we divide that by, let's see, 7x, and then here's plus 72. The 7x divided by this x here gives us just 7, so plus 7. So 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 9 is 63. But we are subtracting that whole thing, so 7x minus 7x is 0. 72 minus 63 is 9. So 9, excuse me, is our remainder. Plus 9 over x plus 9. Okay? Alright, last one here, number 5. M, here we go, m minus 9 goes on the outside, and we get m to the 5th minus 8m to the 4th minus 9m cubed. Now here's something important. There's no m squared, so I'm going to do this plus 0m squared. It's just going to help us out in the future here. Plus 4m minus 40. Okay? So first thing, take our first term, m to the 5th, divide it by m to the 1st. That gives us m to the 4th. So we put m to the 4th up here. M to the 4th times m to the 1st is m to the 5th. M to the 4th times negative 9 is negative 9m to the 4th. We're going to subtract all this. So negative 8 minus negative 9 is plus 9. So that's going to leave us with 1m to the 4th. And then m to the 5th minus m to the 5th is 0. Okay, and then we bring down our negative 9m cubed. Okay, and then we're going to take our m to the fourth over m, which gives us m cubed. So plus m cubed, and we go m cubed times m to the first is m to the fourth. M cubed times negative 9 is negative 9m cubed. Okay, now remember we're going to subtract all this. So negative 9m cubed minus negative 9m cubed is plus 9m cubed, so that's going to give us 0. 1m to the fourth minus m to the fourth is also 0. And then we drop down our 0m squared, which doesn't do us any good, and then we got to finally drop down our 4m, right? And so basically there's not going to be anything in here because we got to get to the first non-zero, which is 4m. Our negative 40 is going to come along for the ride here because there's I'll show you how this works here in a second. So we're going to take our 4m, divide that by m, and we get 4. So we get m to the fourth plus m cubed plus 4. 4 times m is 4m, and then 4 times negative 9 is negative 36. So you can see that's why we brought this negative 40 down as well, because we want to be able to collect it together with something. So we're going to subtract all these. 4m minus 4m is 0. Negative 40 minus negative 36 is plus 36, so that's going to be minus 4. So we get all this minus 4 over m minus 9 would be our final answer. Okay? All right, hopefully this helps out. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask in class. Thanks.